Hello, friends, and welcome to today's episode of Booked. I'm Saffron Asteria, and I'm joined today by Molly Macabre.
Hi, friends. Again, yes.
I'm
so happy to be back.
I know. I question the sanity of those who agree to come back a second time. I'm being totally honest. And you got the season 1 treatment, which was me going, I don't know what I'm doing.
We had a blast.
Yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely to talk to you. I'm very excited about today. We already have a bunch of people in the chat, so I'll say hello to them. We have, let's go from the top, because there was some banter in the chat. Okay, so we have Tim.
Oh, Tim McKay. Hi, Tim.
We have Sarah. She's
Sarah.
Staple. I haven't told you about Wombles. I don't know if you've watched the show before, but Sarah will ask a question about a TV show that came out a long time ago in England that you won't have heard of. And I'll brief you on that later.
Perfect.
And we also have Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hello. And this is where the party is tonight.
It is, yeah.
Unfortunately,
you're on the list, Mark.
Yeah, everyone's on the list, unless you're mean, and then you will go away. I'll kick you out. I have the power. I found that out the other day because I get spam from Twitch, and there's a little button to kick off of stream, and I was like, oh, what a lot of power that is. That's great.
Yes.
Also, hello, SS Fitzgerald. Scott Fitzgerald, as he's known in my house, because his name's Sean, so I call him Scott. Why am I asking if your joints hurt? Have you gotten older?
Yeah. We're all getting older, though. We discovered that in our Discord today. We're all getting old. We all can't run. We all. Yeah. No, I had started training for a 5K a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
And the more I ran, the more my knees started to hurt. And I was like, yeah, that's normal because I don't run, on the regular. And then it got to the point where like I could barely walk. And my doctor was like, yeah, you have tendonitis in both of your knees. So let's like not run for a little bit and then try again after you've strengthened your tendons a little bit. So that was fun.
Are you back on it yet?
No, I'm just now healed. So now I'm like, I don't know. I'm just taking things slow. We'll see what happens.
We have to at our age.
I know. I'll go get my cane tomorrow and have my kids help me around the house and
let's start now.
Yeah.
Get sorted out. I'm sorry if that was loud. I don't know. I can imagine you with like a mahogany cane or maybe obviously a black cane.
Yeah, with like a skull on top.
I was thinking a raven's head actually.
Oh, yep. I like that. Too.
I used to I don't know if all girls have gone through this period of their life, but I went through a period where I was like old man chic, and I had like I got a brown corduroy suit to wear to a school dance. I went to an all-girls school, and a monocle, and a and a hip flask with the. I was 11. A glass hip flask with the leather pouch, and a cane. I didn't need one. A cane with a brass head of a duck on it.
A duck? I love that.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of duck. Maybe a mallard. I'm not sure.
I mean,
yeah, that was my vibe.
I love that. Yeah, I didn't go through old man vibe. I just got to the point where I just like stopped caring. I like to like just baggy jeans and baggy shirts, and then I grew up and now I just wear pajamas when I'm not at work.
I am waist down, always in pajamas on this.
Yeah,
because I don't have to really worry about tits up.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, it's a lot more pleasant to not have to worry too much. But it is. I tell you what is hard: being on camera all the time. It's not hard in like, as in, brain surgeons have a difficult time. But emotionally.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I don't like that. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can revert back to not having my face and maybe develop some sort of mask situation.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe I could just use one of the Slipknot masks.
Love it. Yep.
Yeah. I think the like original Corey Taylor mask would go with my hair.
It would, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so that's an option for me. Anyway,
Yes,
we also
Kate
have,
would approve of a Slipknot mask.
I thought that when I was reading Without a Whisper, I was like, yes, Korn is good, but Slipknot's better.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's so funny because everybody else has been on team Nick, team Korn, and I'm like, all right. I mean, if you guys
have their place,
that's fine.
Yeah, they have their place. I remember seeing them in concert once, and my standout memory was that my friend got punched in the kidney. That was Korn. Slipknot was fine. No injuries. That was easy.
We actually so when I say we saw Slipknot, they headlined a festival we were at, and we were technically like we were viewing the stage from like a mile away. There was no way we were like trying to get in there. We had, we had seen all the smaller bands that we wanted to see. This show stopped, I mean, every 5 minutes because somebody was getting hurt in the pit. It was dangerous, and I was just really glad to be up by the food and by the exit.
Yeah. I don't think I could enjoy a heavy metal gig at the front anymore because my back hurts. I don't want to stand there the whole time.
Yeah, I like being at the front, but I am getting older, so I got to be more careful. My husband always ends up being like the wall of the pit, like mostly just because he's trying to protect me, and I'm tiny, and like he's just like, well, I'm a part of this now, and I'm like, I'm sorry. We went in between his hip replacements, and that was crazy. Him walking around all day, him like being at the front with me, and he can barely walk, and I felt so bad, but he was such a trooper about it.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. We also have, I don't know if it's pronounced William. If your name is pronounced William or if it's pronounced differently, please do advise.
I am not sure either, but I think it is differently. Somebody sounded out phonetically for us in the chat.
Yeah, if you could, because I don't want to make a tit out of
myself. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here. I'm just making sure we haven't missed anyone. So, and if I have, I'm sorry. So for the benefit of those that are watching this that aren't familiar with your work, could you tell us a bit about what sorts of things you write and what to expect from your books?
Yeah, absolutely. So my debut is Dark Bloom. It's a post-apocalyptic novel, but it has more of a focus on, there's a love story in there, more focuses on how people handle trauma in the apocalypse, how they heal and learn to trust each other through that. Then there is the sequel, which is it's a duology. So there's only the 2 books called Without a Whisper. We focus more on, it's like more of a focus on the relationship, but also at the same time, there's lots of crazy things happening alongside that. I never wanted to write like just a love story. I wanted to be like, these people are in love, but holy moly, look at all this happening over here. I also have my poetry collection. So that is pretty cool. That's The Art of Drowning. That I actually found a whole bunch of poems that I had written all the way back to, I think, like 2008, 2009. So like throughout high school, I loved writing poetry. I put everything together along with poems that I'd written like this past year. The last one might be from last year. But I put them all together in a poetry collection. That's ebook only. I just it was kind of for me. I just kind of wanted them all to be together somewhere. And then I have my spooky Haunted Woods novella, What Comes Before. People walking around in the woods, trying to survive the woods. And it's like a kind of a psychological horror. What to expect from me is my books won't always end the way you want them to. And I love that about my writing, but not everybody does. I definitely get into some tough topics in Dark Bloom and Without a Whisper. So I don't have trigger warnings because they're listed as horror. The human condition often includes a lot of disturbing themes. So just note that. What Comes Before is pretty straightforward. It's just like the woods are scary.
Yes. That's very accurate. So I've read Dark Bloom and What Comes Before, and I'm like 200 odd pages into Without a Whisper because I've got a lot of reading to do. But I just love what you do, and I like that you have endings that people don't necessarily like, because I don't like formulaic bollocks. Basically, I can't get on with it, and I don't often like things with like a romantic undertone. But Dark Bloom does it for me because there's enough gore in there to keep me interested.
Yes.
And it's very tortured. Like it's not like they've got it easy, or Nick and Kate are like having a breeze. They're having like a really rough time, like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like every moment where they're like, oh, things might be, oh no, something's happened. And I like that. I like that very much.
Yeah, I think when I'm writing, I'm like, oh, the scene is really sweet. We got to interrupt this with some terrifying things because
Yes.
we can't be having that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I always like when I read something and like it ends abruptly and it gives you like just enough to make your mind like think, well, wait, is this what
Mhm.
happened? Or was it this? Or was she the bad guy? Or like I love when stuff does that to my brain.
Me too.
So like that's what I kind of wanted to do with What Comes Before is I wanted to leave the reader with like a wait, what? And that's what I did. And not everybody appreciated that, and that is okay. But
Yes.
I definitely thank you guys for those who enjoyed What Comes Before. I'm glad that you enjoyed reading it.
It was really good. I loved it. It was I kept meaning to get around to it, and it was like months after the release before I was like, okay, I need to read this book. And the thing that got me was the like you had this like whirlwind success of sales with this book. It just like hit the fan, and then like a ton of people were reading it that really wasn't necessarily for them. From reading the reviews, I was like, oh, that's not for you. That's not a book that you would like anyway.
Right.
So what happened with that? Because that was like a whole crazy thing.
Yeah, it was. It was so wild. It's like it's almost one of those be careful what you wish for stories.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I have a friend, Billie Jean Wiley. She runs a Facebook group called Killer Thrillers. And I don't know, her and I connected and she read Dark Bloom and really loved it. Left a beautiful review. And then she read What Comes Before and she wrote up this review. And just like she did with Dark Bloom, she posted it to a bunch of book groups that she's a part of, because she's a moderator or a I don't know, a group owner on Facebook. She, she connects with a lot of other groups and a lot of other owners. So she happened to post one in another. They changed their name, it was a thriller, like people who liked stories where it's like something crazy is going on and clues are being dropped all throughout, and then at the end you get this big reveal where everything is solved and everything is like closed up and sealed nicely for you. So a post just happened to take off. I mean, the algorithm, vibes were good that day. And I mean, this post, it was like, I was watching like my numbers go crazy. Pages read, I had like hit over 100,000 in the month. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like this post just went off. And then, and then the reviews started coming in. And it was funny because up until that point, the reviews had been people that I knew and, people that are nice to me, but also people who understand my writing style. So my reviews were like really good. And people were like, oh yeah, this sounds really cool. And then the reviews just like a lot of people just, didn't like the way it ended. They didn't like how short it was. They didn't like, the ambiguity of it. And I just, I would be lying if I said it didn't bother me at first. Like, I mean, I went through a lot of anxiety. I felt like I had like betrayed my readers. I had like, I was like a false author. I just went through all these things. And then I just got to the point where the more they kept coming in, it just stopped bothering me. I just became numb to it, if that makes sense. The biggest reason I wrote What Comes Before because I got an inspiration for a story. But part of it was like, hey, you know what? I'm waiting on all of these things for Without a Whisper. Why don't I put this out there? And maybe it'll help bring in a little bit of money to help me with, my sequel. Well, mission accomplished. So Yeah, I was able to fund, the audiobook is almost done. I
Oh,
was able to pay
amazing.
for like the cover, the editing. So I, you know, focus on the positives.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Like, it may have caused you some anxiety, and it may have caused like a bunch of people to be like, "What the fuck was that?" But by and large, you're going to have found some readers, some people that never would have discovered you before, and it's a really good like bite-sized introduction to your work if they were new readers to be like,
Right.
okay, well, I like this, and this is something that I want to get on with, in the future when you bring out new things. So, it's I imagine that happens to a lot of authors. I mean, most of the books that I love are like 3 stars and below on
Hmm.
Goodreads. I think star ratings are bollocks anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like them. But I think it's very cool that you were able to see that sort of tangible reaction that you could like count basically,
Hmm.
um, from some of your work, even if it wasn't the reception you may have wished for, you still got a reception, and that's more
Right.
than a lot of people can say. Like, I mean, you've seen all the friggin' authors that we know.
Yeah.
Like, most of them would be like, yes, give me 2 stars, I don't care, just read my book. And so, it just goes to show, like, you might wish for that, but you might not get the result that you want at the end of the day. So,
Yeah, and yeah, I definitely don't wanna sound like I'm not grateful, because believe
oh yeah.
me, I'm super grateful, and I honestly, I'm grateful in the sense that I'm a very anxious person, and I tend to dwell on things, and, I mean, this broke me of that, and, like Sean said, he just said, "Once you hit publish, never go back to reviews."
Mhm.
I don't even look at reviews for that book anymore.
Yeah.
Um, I do for, like, Without a Whisper, which that's been really fun too.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I don't even look at the reviews anymore. One of the things that bothered me about it for a while was my overall rating on Goodreads as an author is 3.2. And I was like, "Man,
That's
like,
unbelievable.
are people even gonna wanna read?" Like, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she's an indie author." Then they're gonna go to my Goodreads, "Oh, man, 3.2, I'm not gonna read that." But,
Mm.
again, at the end of the day, I'm doing pretty well,
Mhm.
and I can't control it. So
Yeah.
I just let it be and write what I want. And, I've also learned if you're gonna write to try and be a big name or try to make a lot of money,
Mhm.
you wanna find a different ambition for writing. You wanna write because you enjoy it. You wanna write because you've got those, 3 people that are really hanging on to your writing.
Mhm.
You wanna write because you enjoy your stories, not for fame. It'd be cool, but of course, everybody wants that, but that shouldn't be your driving
Mhm.
ambition.
Yeah, I totally agree. We've had 2 extra people join us. First off, we have the legend that is Jose. Hello.
Yes.
Nice to see you. I always love it when you're able to come and watch these. Thank you for being here. And hello, not Molly's husband.
Oh, who is
Dun,
this
dun, dun.
mysterious stranger in the chat?
Is it Nick?
Could be someone that Nick was based loosely off of, possibly.
Loosely?
Well, the only reason I say loosely is Nick also has a lot of me.
Mm. Oh, yeah, I
L
remember from your previous
Yeah, I didn't wanna, like, assume too many things about what it was like to be a service member, what it's like to
Mhm.
deal with those things, so I kinda based a lot of Nick's emotions on myself as
Mhm.
well, so, Nick and Kate, they're both just my 2 personalities.
Just like, let me project this
Yep.
into my zombie story, and they're gonna have a very rough time, but I might feel better.
Yeah, I do, it's a lot I was gonna say it's a lot cheaper than therapy, but them covers ain't cheap, man.
I was gonna say, I doubt that very much. It depends how long you stay in therapy as
That's true, that's true.
how complex is this thing? So you have been a busy, busy person since I last saw you. I feel like what comes before just came out of nowhere.
It did.
it came out of nowhere, and The Art of Drowning kind of slipped in there.
Yeah.
I was looking at your book listings, and I was like, she brought out a poetry book. What the fuck? Because I didn't even know that had happened. I'm trying not to look at social media at the moment, but that came out in October last year, and then you've had Without a Whisper come out February. Have you slowed down in any way? Has it sort of pushed you to want to write more? What are you doing at the moment?
Yeah, things have slowed down a lot, but not because of like writing burnout or anything like that. Mostly I'm just crazy busy IRL. So, aside from all the things working, I work 40 hours a week. I commute an hour to work, then an hour home from work. Kids, house. We started going to a new church this year, and we gotten super involved in that, and it's been a blast, and I absolutely love it.
Oh, good.
But it just takes up a lot more time. So I'm trying to figure out, because I think about writing all the time, and I've been trying to figure out how to kind of get that worked into my schedule. It's so funny because in our DVS chat, we have like people will be like, oh, Tim McKay's knocking out like 22,000 words a day. And, we'll like be like, yeah, I knocked out this many words today. And I'm like, mine will be like, every like 3 weeks, I'm like 320 words. Oh yeah. And, I do what I can, but, we're doing an anthology together, and I've actually started a story for that. I wasn't even going to join that because I was like, I don't have time. But then a story came to me, and that's really manageable. A short story is so much more manageable. But I am in the works of another story, and it's actually from Tatum's point of view. If you've read Without a Whisper, it's going to be after Without a Whisper, and it's going to go from Tatum's point of view, what happens to her. And that actually, I was just going to do like a fun little novella and have it in the same world as Dark Bloom, but I'm like 40,000 into that, and I haven't even gotten to the main point of the story. So, well, when I say main point, like I had the idea before I started it as like what the big, problem was going to be. And I haven't even gotten there. I haven't even like figured all that out. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. I really love it. So I'm just writing that when I can, but I am excited about this anthology that we'll be doing at some point.
Cool.
Yeah, Fitz, the guy running the anthology, is a jerk. He's like every single day he's like cracking that whip. You better get your stories in.
Is it Scott Fitzgerald that's doing it? Yeah. Is it him? Is there anything you can tell us about the anthology? I understand that you've probably got stuff under wraps, but you started talking about it, so I've got to ask.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know a lot about it because I just kind of like last week was like, yeah, I'll do this. I don't think that a lot of us have talked about exactly there's no theme as far as I'm aware. It's just whatever we want, which was awesome because I am also writing my short story in the world of Dark Bloom from the point of view of another character.
Cool.
So I love that world. I love the characters that I made. If that sounds conceited, I'm sorry, but I just really I enjoy them a lot, and I love apocalypse stories. That my brain is constantly like, well, what if this happened, or what if this character did this? And so it's a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad that you're able to explore some different points of view from the Dark Bloom universe, the Dark Bloomiverse.
The Dark Bloomiverse, yeah.
Because you have loads of potential for all these background characters that you have. So I imagine you're probably going to do more than that.
Probably.
Yeah. I feel like you're not going to ever be done.
No, I know there's so many characters, or I could even make new characters, same world, anything. It's yeah. The possibilities are definitely endless in an apocalyptic setting.
Oh, for sure. I mean, unless there truly is an end and everyone dies and nature takes over, which is a possible thing.
Then you got to do like kind of like Warm Bodies, like a from the point of view of a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Just do it. There's an author, Ian Sullivan, who did a short story, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. I think it's called Move, Eat, Repeat, and it's the point of view of a zombie, and they're like part of this like horde. What's the word when everybody is thinking at the same time? And they're thinking,
Hive mind.
yeah, and they've got like a hive mind thing going on.
Okay.
Fascinating. That's very cool. I love things like that because it's a bit different.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. They're all talking about your anthology, but not really. Apparently, it's top secret.
Yep, top secret. So top secret. That's why they don't tell me anything about it.
Always safe. It's going to be great, huge. I'm not going to bother doing a Trump impression because I'm hearing his voice. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a while since we spoke, and you've got a lot of stuff going on with DVS. I can't remember what it's called, and you're going to have to remind me. But you're doing like a fundraiser or something.
Yes. Wall purchase. Mm-hmm. Words for Literacy. Yeah, we're so excited about that. So it's geared towards the youth, and so we have our contest that we do. We did it last year, and that's going to be a continual thing where high school students get to write stories, and like we go through them and judge and pick the best one, and then it gets published on our site. And then we're going to be working on using proceeds to like donate books to libraries and mentorship programs. Just our possibilities with that are endless too, and I'm really excited. But yeah, we just got all of that like finalized. We got our website. Blake's been doing some amazing work on that, and I'm just really thankful because he's awesome.
Web design.
And then Fitz has our DVS shop, and some of the proceeds for that go towards wall purchase as well. And the shop is so cool. Like he comes up with the coolest designs. Like there's a Dark Veil Society bikini in there. So, gents, if you're trying to look, good on the beach, there's like workout pants. I don't know, but we do need pajama pants. I saw Tim mention that. We do.
Yes. We already went past it. I'm not bringing it up again. If I miss anyone's comments, it's because I'm like, no, we've moved on now. And I'm sorry, it's not because I don't like you. Yes. We also have John Douglas here.
Oh, hey, hello. John. Oh, they let you on YouTube?
Just a comment.
Okay, all right. Thanks for being here, John.
Oh dear. So so you guys have like merchandise going on at DVS, and obviously you've mentioned the anthology that you're planning. I won't ask too much more about that because it's top secret, I've been told.
Top secret.
So have you got anything else going on? Anything we should know about that I've missed, because I've tried not to look at social media because it depresses me.
Yeah. No, I think that is everything that we have. We got our merch site, our nonprofit, the anthology, which, trust me, we won't be able to shut up about when it comes out.
I imagine, yes.
And then just everybody has their individual works. I'm horrible at remembering, but I think Corvina's got one that's coming out sooner. She just finished it. And then just the books that are already, speaking of which, and just everybody's books that are already out there. Like, you guys got to check this stuff out. Who Put Bella in the Witch Elm? You got Fear. You got the Alone Together series, which I have to wait way too long for book 3.
You read them recently, right?
What's that?
You've read them recently, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know that it takes a long time to write a book and stuff, but come on.
I know. I just need like a cord to his brain, so I don't have to wait. He can just deliver the words that way. That's a thing somewhere probably. So, but yeah, there's just so many awesome books that everybody has going on, and I'm just really excited for Dark Veil Society. We're going to do great things this year. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that was perfect timing. Tim said that exactly as you said that. Have you guys rehearsed this before?
We did. Yes. Good job, Tim. No punishment for you later.
There we go. It's rather. Oh, sorry, put the wrong one up. Ah! It moved.
Yes.
There we go. Shameless
Yeah.
self-plug. I mean, I figured you wouldn't mind because you're the queen of DVS.
No, plug away. Put those books out there. I love it. I love
Oh my
DVS.
god, I keep clicking on this comment. It's because it keeps moving. Anyway, that's very cool. And so I did put the QR code here if you have a device that you can scan.
Our website's super awesome too. Like, oh my gosh, Blake does an amazing job with this stuff. I don't know how he does it. I remember trying to make my author website and I tried to use like whatever generic like websites are out there that are like, yeah, making a website's really easy. And I was like, nah, this is all just in another language and I'm done.
It is literally a language. It's crazy.
Yep. And then you got Blake who's putting together websites like this and it's incredible.
It seems like it's incredibly easy for him as well, which I find really irritating.
Yeah.
Like, I don't begrudge him of that quality, but it's very annoying. Yes. Oh, there we go. Gravemore Radio will be out April 17th.
Yes, there we go.
Awesome. And also we have Dan. Oh my god, I can't remember your name. It happens every time. It's not Dan, is it? Chris. Fucking hell. It's Chris. Hello, Chris. I'm so sorry. It really confuses me when people don't have their names on their names. It makes it very hard. I can't help it. It's difficult for me.
It's understanding. It's understandable.
Yeah. It's okay. It'll be fine. But yeah, so lots of very exciting things happening and we love to see it. And I'm so glad that you guys are still doing stuff and like you seem to work really well as a team and you've got like, thank you, Chris. I'm sorry. Just introduce yourself as hello, it's Chris, and then I'll remember. It'll make it a lot easier for me. But yeah, you've got some cool stuff going on, and I know you've had, I think you had an event recently or like a giveaway or something. I can't remember. You have like things that people can join in with, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. DVS is always doing stuff. I know we had our Friday the 13th things that going on a lot. I was never quick enough to like do anything with. I need to do a sale on my books because I've just been terrible about that. And then Sean Fitzgerald actually has a giveaway going on right now on Instagram and Substack. For I think you get to choose which book. So like if you've already read his first book, you can choose the second book as cool. Like if you win, or if you haven't read the series yet, which like what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Actually, ew. But if you haven't, if you haven't, I won't judge you too hard, but you could pick that one too. So that's on his Instagram. I think you can double entry to Instagram and Substack, which is really cool.
Nice. Excellent. That's very cool. That's very cool. Do you have a newsletter for DVS?
We do not. I know a lot of us have individual newsletters, and I know, again, Sean Fitzgerald has a newsletter that often includes a lot of DVS stuff. Any other DVS members that do newsletters, you feel free to drop it now and let us know. I just know that that's how I found out about a lot of like or like get links to things like his giveaway and such.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. If I could learn how to do a newsletter, I could probably put one together, but that would be like Blake's territory, and I'm not going to ask Blake to like do yet another.
I'll ask him. Make a newsletter for DVS so we know what's going on. Because it would be easy to follow if it went into my inbox.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe that can be something down the road.
You can blame me.
Okay, I will.
I don't mind if he's angry at me. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I've got no problem being the annoying one as long as it happens. Then that's fine. So, in terms of works in progress, you said that you're sort of working on stuff and you've got a story going. Are you still thinking about like marketing your published works? Are you taking a little break from that? I don't know what's going on because I've not really been looking at social media. So is that still going for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So marketing is such a funny beast.
Mm.
I do as much as I can, and I kind of split up my time between trying to market for myself and then also just throw cool things together for DVS.
Mhm.
Um, it's I used to have this very like my mind was always in marketing mode. Like literally
Mhm.
every day I was like, okay, what do I need to post today? What do I need to like what kind of cool thing? And then I just got so busy and it's like, well, maybe I'll post something next week. But I have seen that, and I don't know what the reason for this is. I wish I knew because then I could be like, here's the secret. I have seen that I am keeping up numbers at least every day, whether it's a
Mhm.
couple pages read or what have you. So
Mhm.
that's really cool to know that it's not inherently reliant on me posting something on
Yeah, that's
social
good.
media.
Mhm.
Um, but Canva is so much fun.
Mhm.
Um, the templates are really cool because I just choose a template and then change it out for some spooky things and write my own stuff in there.
Mhm.
Um, and then I post it and it makes it so easy. So
I love Canva.
I know, me too. Yeah, and then I try to be on I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, I have a Threads, but I always forget about it, and Threads
So
is just
do I.
always what's that?
So do I. It's
Yeah.
lame.
It's just they're always screaming about me. They're always screaming at me about like drama. Like that's the only notifications I get. They're like, "Did you see this?" And I'm like, "I don't care about that. Like, tell me about like cool author stuff." And it's
Mhm.
like, I don't know, it's crazy. Um, so I have Threads. I post on there sometimes when I think about it, but I
Mhm.
really prefer X is where like I hang out with all my author friends, and Instagram is pretty
Yeah.
cool. TikTok's hit or miss. Facebook is like I don't even know if anybody sees my stuff there, but that's okay.
I use a like a scheduling thing because I don't want to look at social media. It's annoying to me. So I use Buffer and I schedule things ahead. And occasionally I'll drop in and just see if anyone's commented or like reposted stuff. But I like automatically post to threads, but it's shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's great if you
It's
really want to get involved with like Bravo TV reality stuff.
yeah.
Like if you want to be basically part of the Real Housewives cast and get involved in that sort of way, then Threads is great for that. Um, yeah. Oh, here we go. Or you could take John's advice. For the love of the game, you are a master at that. I will
He
say.
is, yeah.
Post every opinion and shower thought, piss people off, and laugh at their anger. It's liberating. I read that at first as piss in the shower because I was like half reading it. Um, you could also do that, but I don't think it's going to impact anyone.
If you do that and post about it, you might make some people angry, so
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody does it, don't they? It's coming
probably.
down the drain. It's fine.
Yeah, why not? Then you're gonna clean, it's like, it's fine.
It's fine as long as you do it at the beginning. It's all right.
Exactly. You know, it's funny because I was on Facebook one day, which
Mhm.
I don't know if John has a Facebook or I don't know if I follow him there, whatever. But I saw a tweet from him that was retweeted by like TMZ or like I don't know, some like viral Facebook page and it had like thousands of views. And
Oh,
I was
that's
like, it would be
hilarious.
John, like it would be John that I would see this by.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I can't even remember. I don't know if it was like I don't think he was like arguing about something, but it was something funny that he said. And I was like, that's pretty funny that I don't think Facebook knows that we know each other and there he is.
Yeah, I don't think it has a conscience,
No.
from what I gather. Probably just a coincidence. Or maybe you've looked at author drama before, just at a glance, and the algorithm's gone, aha,
Yeah.
I'll show you some more, you might like that.
I feel like it was something to do with like a movie though and
Mhm.
like, you know, just like media a movie that was coming out. I don't know. It
Mhm.
was just so funny. I was like, "Yep, there he is. I know that guy."
Hey, it's that guy. Oh, there you go. He's got a Facebook author.
Okay, maybe I do follow you and Facebook was like, "By the way, did you know your friend went viral?"
Now you do. Also, I agree. It does save money.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go. You're
Less
welcome,
smudging.
planet Earth. Getting all
Just
sorts of weird clippable content today.
saving the earth one shower pee at a time.
Got to do our part.
That's our motto.
Yeah. It's how I combat the microplastics. I don't know how it's helping, but it's gonna. Surely. So you made mention of marketing being a bit fickle. So in the time that you have brought out book number 1, Dark Bloom, to the other books that you've published, has your style of marketing changed? Have you learned anything that would be useful for other people to know? What do you think?
Absolutely. So obviously I've mentioned that like my frequency has changed. But I will say for the most part, I've not spent money on ads. I did try, like, I've like paid for a TikTok ad once and like try to do Amazon ads. None of that really did anything. Partly I feel like it was like I didn't know what I was doing. And I don't have, like, some people have the time to sit and like learn what works and like read about how these different ads, and that's super cool. And some people do have success with them that way. I didn't really have time to go in. I was just like, yeah, I'll throw $30 and like nothing happened and it was a waste. My advice, I would definitely say, if you can be active in as many places as possible, obviously you're going to get more views, you're going to get more attention that way. If you get frustrated because you're like, well, I posted this thing yesterday and only 2 people liked it, post another thing again today anyway. Because maybe, like, I've posted things before where literally 5 people see it, but one person is like, this sounds really cool, I'm gonna add this to my TBR. And I'm like, it was only one person that made it worth it. I find that posting and trying to be genuine and like, instead of like, here's a very professional robotic ad statement about my book, I try to be like funny or just be like real, just like, I'm a real person, I'm marketing a book, my book is about this, like, just people like to see real people selling things versus what seems like a personality account, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, is it even run by that person? Are they even a real person? Is this a bot, etc.? I personally stay away from AI. I don't use any of it in, like, Canva has AI things, I think. I remember like just like trying it out once to see, and I was like, this is gross, so I don't even know what's happening. So I just use, they have really cool templates. That you, like I said, I use Canva templates. I just use the template, change the colors up, add spooky things, make it personal to me. Stock photos. There was a time when I would grab stuff off of Pinterest, but I know that that's not actually things I own. So you got to be careful with that. But yeah, just being genuine, man. Just being like, hey, I have this book. Some people think it's cool, some people don't. Do you want to check it out?
Have you done that exact video? Because that would work on me.
Maybe I'll post something like that on TikTok one time. I used to post a lot of like actually like my face talking on TikTok. I just, man, it's so hard to find the time, because like I'll go to like record a video and my kids are like, Mom, and I'm like, okay, I'll do this later. But on TikTok you can post literally pictures. Like, I will make a graphic, post it on Instagram, Facebook, and I'll just go post it on TikTok, because why not? The people that are there that always like my things, thank you, shout out to all those people, all those 10 people, they'll like it, and sometimes it'll go off, and sometimes it'll just hang out, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's good advice. I think something that I wish authors did more was do what they want to do, not what they think they have to do, because then it's forced, and then it just comes across like you're miserable, or as you say, robotic. And I think just mixing it up as well, and not just always being like business thinking all the time, because nobody wants to engage with that.
Right.
If you think about the same thing over and over again, it's like, okay, well done. You've got the same thing over and over again. But if you've got that, and then you do some polls, or like share something about you or what you've been doing, yeah, I think that's super useful for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, hello, Fractal Chris. I can't
Hello.
remember which Chris you are. There are two Chris's in the chat, so that's fun. Yeah. Why spend money on ads that don't work when you can give your time and sanity and
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. I see people banging their head against the wall, and I did a video for the Writers Workout Conference, which comes out on Sunday, and I was like racking my brain about what I was going to talk about, and I was like, I'm going to talk about how people can connect with readers, and just give like a list of things that you could do to get your books out there without having to be on social media all the time. I think a lot of people forget, like, go to your local library and maybe look at doing author signings or book signings. Rather, don't sign the person. Good. Depends what you're into or the book's about. Anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about. I got myself all in a muddle.
What authors can do to market their books without being on social media all the time.
Yeah, because I think people do forget about their libraries and their local bookstores. And if you're not a peoply person, that's not going to be something you want to do. But there are so many things that you could do and try. You don't have to keep doing the thing that makes you miserable.
Yeah, that's absolutely a good point. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to continually post things. I was another thing I was doing a lot too was like I would be on threads and there would be like these posts that was like looking for book recs, and I would just literally go like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, like on all these different posts of like pictures of my book. And sometimes it worked, like sometimes, but I was in this mindset that like if I didn't do this a couple times a day, I wasn't going to get anywhere. And it's just funny that, I stopped doing those things mostly because I didn't have time. I'll still do it on TikTok sometimes if I come across a post where somebody's asking about book recs. Mostly I feel like they get so many comments that they just get lost in the fray anyway. But, I still manage some pages read a day, what have you. Dark Bloom is actually, so Dark Bloom has been out for a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. And our next milestone will be coming up to is 500,000 pages read on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Cool.
What comes before is at like 300,000 something, and that's only been out since September. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, authors just do what you want. I gotta plug up my headset. Give me 2 seconds.
That's okay. I agree. You should do what you want, because it's like you shouldn't get into writing because you feel like you have to. You have to do it because you want to do it, because it's bloody miserable if you don't want to do it.
Yeah. And it consumes your mind, like, oh no, what am I going to post? What am I going to do? The trends, I like the trends that they have, I mean, you see them on X, and I know people like get annoyed and make fun of them. But honestly, if you're an author, a new author, and you're like, I have no idea what to post, imitation, you're watching all these other authors and they're posting something fun and doing a fun trend, with their book of like, reasons you not to pick my book up. And then you're listing all these things. That's cool. That's fun. Like, I know I picked up on some of that. Sometimes I still do. I know I did it a lot when I was newer, mostly just because I had more time to market.
Yeah, awesome. Well, before I ask my final 2 questions, I always ask at the end of every show. If anybody has any questions for Molly, now is the time, because I'm going to shut this down in a minute. That was supposed to sound threatening. I couldn't stop myself from smiling. So I always ask every author at the end of every show now 2 questions. And the first one is, what does success look like to you as a writer?
Success as a writer is writing stories that you're excited about and happy with, even if that means not everybody else is. Obviously, if you're an author and literally no one likes, you're getting a lot of like 1 star. Maybe hone your craft, take a moment to look over what you're writing, but you're always going to have people that are like just any book reviews on books. You get such polarizing things
Yeah.
said. So write the stories that make you happy, and
Mhm.
then you'll be successful.
Nice. Do you feel like you're successful?
Yes, I do.
Good. I was going to have words with you if you and be like, look at what you've done. It's amazing. Before I ask my last question, I need to explain what wombles are to you so that
Yes.
this comment from Sarah makes sense.
Okay.
So wombles. So this was a show that was on before, like when I was a kid and before. And it was shown, I think, largely in England. So you won't have seen it or heard of it. And they were these little puppet things, and they were like these mice, and they had these big triangular faces, and one of them wore like a little beret. And they would go around London and collect recycling. So that was the whole thing of the show. So
Okay.
they were these little creatures that were basically eco warriors,
Right. Okay.
scuttling around. And so I think it was a show last week, maybe early this week. I can't remember. I do so many, I don't know what's going on. Where we introduced the concept of these creatures becoming zombies. And therefore, Sarah has asked, when will there be zombles? Will you get to them first? Or will Scott Fitzgerald get to them first?
Well, he writes a lot faster than I do because he is like cranking out 3 books a year.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna write the zombles.
Yeah.
If he wanted to be super spiteful, the zombles would probably take out my favorite character. And then I'd have to disown him.
Who's your favorite character?
Well, okay, so book 1, it was Roland.
Yeah, that's fair.
Book 2, I like Roland still, but like book 2 kind of showed me like, okay, I know what this dude's about. I got him figured out. Now I'm kind of hooked on Dylan.
Yeah. Easy to do.
Yeah. He's got a lot going on, and I don't know how he does it all.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. Because he's totally not going to die.
Yeah. Please don't. I said that. Now there's going to be a revenge killing.
I know.
Book 3 will be hitting in June for Scott Fitzgerald. That's not his name. For the Alone Together series, so you should go check those out. That is what we're talking about at the moment. I hate you so much. Miserable person.
See, I told you. Both. Taking them both out. Zombles.
Is it? Yeah.
I want to know what zombles would look like now.
Have a look at what a womble is.
Okay, I will.
It's spelled like zomble, but with the W.
Okay.
And I imagine it would be that. But I wonder if they would be like the traditional zombie, like melted face situation, things falling off of them, or whether they would go hard with the fact that they're puppets, and it would be like shredded fabric instead of the guts and things. Now Jose is asking the important questions.
Oh,
grilled cheese. Do you use butter or mayo?
Butter. I like mayo, but grilled cheese is just got to be like just bread and cheese and deliciousness and butter and all the things.
Mayo does work pretty well.
I've never tried it with mayo. Maybe I'll have to try it.
Oh, on the outside instead of butter, it works very well. Also works well if you're going to put like a spice rub on meat, like to make it stick.
Oh, we do that with mustard.
Yeah, same.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. The more you know. Taking notes here.
It works well with lamb because it's already fatty anyway. I don't know if anyone here eats lamb. I'm trying to find someone in my family that I've married into that will eat lamb, and nobody is agreeing to it yet. It's very sad because that's my Easter. I eat Easter, but I won't be this year. I'll be okay. Okay, I can't see any other questions, so I'm going to ask my last question of the day.
Okay.
So think about when you first started writing and like taking it seriously. If you could give yourself any advice, what advice would you give?
Um, gosh, any advice? Listen to your editor more. um, and just some grammar advice.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm sure there's probably a million things I could have done differently with Dark Bloom. It's certainly not a perfect book,
Mm.
but I'm happy with it, and I love it. So
Good.
just listen to that editor. Because that's
Excellent.
a beautiful thing about being an indie author, you know. I send my books off to my editor,
Mhm.
and he marks them up. I don't let him, especially with Dark Bloom, because of how close to my heart it was.
Yeah.
Because he does dev edits and line editing.
Mhm.
So I let him mark up my manuscripts and then I make the changes.
Mhm.
So the beautiful thing about being an indie author is I can make those changes or I
Mhm.
cannot make those changes.
Mhm.
But sometimes editor knows best.
Yeah. Yeah. Our underrated heroes of the
Yes,
literary world.
absolutely.
We have some Lamb fans in the chat. I'm glad to see it, to be honest. Lovely.
Excellent. Excellent.
Not that that's what I was trying to achieve today, but I'm glad that we did. Oh, there you go. Nick
Oh,
says,
yes.
listen to your husband and love him because he's your biggest
He's so sweet. He definitely pushed me to start writing in the first place. Like, I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys if he wasn't like, "Yeah, write a book. You can do it." And I was like, "No, I can't." He's like, "No, you got it. Start writing." So,
I'd like to personally thank you, not Molly's husband, for pushing this woman to do something that she's obviously supposed to be doing. And I'm so glad that you listened and did the thing because that's very cool. And I imagine it's given you immense satisfaction creatively, and it's given us a lot of satisfaction. So thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your work with us. It's pretty
Thanks
cool.
for reading it.
That's all right. I like it. So very easy. Well, that's the end. I'm really glad that you came today. I just forgot what I was going to say. I'm really glad that you came today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone that was in the chat
Yes.
today.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yes, I meant
Oh, yes.
the other guy.
Yeah.
Can you pass on the message because I'm not saying it again? And yeah, so we have the link here for DVS. If you have a device that can scan things, we have the link below, and you can find the work of all the awesome authors that are part of the Dark Veil Society, including Molly. And go read her books because they're fucking good. They're really good. And if you don't like them, then they're not for you, and you don't have to. You don't have to
Yeah,
leave.
and that's okay.
You don't have to leave an nasty review. I'm just saying. And do you know what? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If you don't like a book, you don't have to finish it. You don't have to finish it. Don't if I went to a restaurant and they served me pink chicken, I would not continue eating it as soon as I realized it was pink. Don't do it to yourself. That's my parting gift of advice. Quickly, advice. Jose had a question, and I don't want to forget to ask a serious question. How do I know if it's lie, or laid down? I think it's the tense, isn't it?
Ask Bill. He will tell you.
Ask Bill. I don't know. I feel like I would know in the moment and then still be told that it was wrong.
I feel like when I type it, I have like the free version of Grammarly will be like, nope. And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Anyway, I'm ending this now. It was lovely to speak to you. I'm going to wave goodbye.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Thanks, chat.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll see you later.
Bye, guys.